Good morning, everyone. Today is the 29th of May, Thursday morning. I've often said that in my most sorrowful and deepest troubling times in my life, I've found refuge in the Psalms. David, the psalmist, out to God and singing to God and writing his most in-depth thoughts, and we use his refuge for our refuge. Colossians 3:16, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. Psalm 95:2, let us come before his presence with thanksgiving. Make a joyful noise unto him with psalms. The word psalms is mentioned at least 9 times in the Bible. In Psalm 95:2, Ephesians 5:19, Luke 20:42, James 5:13, Psalms 105:2, 1 Chronicles 16:9, Acts 1:20, and Luke 24:44. Luke 24:44 says, and he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. First Chronicles 16:9, sing unto him, sing psalms unto him, talk ye of all of his wondrous works. James 5:13, is any among you afflicted, let him pray. Is any merry, let him sing psalms. Luke 20:42, and David himself saith in the book of Psalms, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand. And then Ephesians 5:19, Paul repeats what he says again, what he said in Colossians 3:16. Ephesians 5:19, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your hearts to the Lord. Well, probably one of the most popular and favorite psalms is the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. You know, it speaks of the unconditional election and the preserving grace of God and his particular redemption and his irresistible grace and the final perseverance of the saints. Have you ever thought about that? The Lord is my shepherd. He's the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. That's irresistible grace. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, total depravity, thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Well, he talks about in the presence of mine enemies. That's particular redemption, is it not? It's particular redemption. In the presence of my enemies. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Well, that's the preservation of the saints, isn't it? That's the preservation of the saints. I believe that the psalmist David believed in election. I believe he believed in total depravity. I believe he believed in limited atonement. I believe he believed in irresistible grace and the final perseverance of the saints. And I think you can see that in the 23rd Psalm. Again, just to reiterate, the Lord is my shepherd. Sovereignty of God. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Irresistible grace. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Unconditional election. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, depravity, the original sin, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, particular redemption. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Preservation. What a beautiful psalm. We all probably have our favorite psalms, you know. I like the 19th Psalm. We read in the 19th Psalm, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. There's nothing hid from the heat thereof. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey in the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them is great reward. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults. Keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. Then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Well, I also not only like Psalm 19, but turn around, I like Psalm 91 as well. I like 19 and I like 91. 91 says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because He has set His love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. What a beautiful psalm. I'm sure we all have our favorite psalms, you know. Another psalm I like is Psalm 4. Psalm 4. To the chief musician on Neganoth, a psalm of David. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. But know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. There will be many that say, Who will show us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Well, we know that there are 150 psalms in the Bible, and they're all relevant. Every one of them is relevant. You can randomly go to any one of the psalms and get comfort from it. I'll just do that real quickly. I haven't looked at this morning. Well, I'm just going to go to one of them, Psalm 15. Psalm 15, a psalm of David. Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walk uprightly and worketh righteousness and speak the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is condemned, but he honoureth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved. You know, there's practical instruction in the Psalms, and there's also doctrine in the Psalms. You know. And there's also a great deal of comfort in the Psalms as well. A great deal of comfort. You know. I like Psalm 38. Psalm 38. Psalm of David to bring to remembrance. O Lord, rebuke me not in thy wrath, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. For thine arrows stick fast in me, and thy hand presseth me sore. There is no soundness in my flesh because of thine anger, neither is there any rest in my bones because of my sin. For mine iniquities are gone over my head as a heavy burden. They are too heavy for me. My wounds stink and are corrupt because of my foolishness. I am troubled, I am bowed down greatly. I go mourning all the day long, for my loins are filled with a loathsome disease. There is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and sore broken. I have roared by reason of the disquietness of my heart. Lord, all my desire is before thee, and my groaning is not hid from me. My heart panteth, my strength faileth me. As for the light of my eyes is also gone from me. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sore, and my kinsmen stand afar off. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things, and imagine deceits all the day long. But I, as a deaf man, heard not, and I was dumb man that opened not his mouth. Thus I was a man that heareth not, in whose mouth are no reprieves. For in thee, O Lord, I do hope. Thou wilt hear, O Lord my God. For I said, Hear, lest otherwise they should rejoice over me when my foot slippeth, they magnify themselves against me. For I am ready to halt, and my sorrow is continually before me. For I will declare my iniquity, I will be sorry for my sin. But mine enemies are lively, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied. They also that render evil for good are mine adversaries, because I follow the thing that is good. Forsake me not, O Lord, O God, my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. That's my prayer this morning. That's my prayer this morning. You know, Psalm 37 says, Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like grass, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way in the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. The meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. The salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. The Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in Him. Well, like I said earlier, there's great benefits in the Psalms, and we can get much joy and consolation in times of trouble by going to the Psalms. May the good Lord be with you today in a special way, is my prayer. God bless.